Hello, hello. Welcome to the Renee Allen and Friends Show. We have a wonderful guest in the studio. Thank you for tuning in. Welcome. Right.
Miss Renee.
Hi, I'm Dr. Renee Starlin Allen, the host of the Renee Allen and Friends Show here on WLVS Radio, the largest online radio broadcast in the United States. Well, this platform is for people to really know what's going on, not just locally, but globally.
Oh, I love it. They say you're the man's the head, but we're the neck. We put them wherever we want to put them. Is that true?
Yes, ma'am, it is.
I want you to just talk about a few pieces, and then the fundraiser, because that's what I'm excited about.
Okay.
We forgot about love. Beautiful love.
Bringing you the best in entertainment, entrepreneurship, business owners, the whole gamut. It's so exciting. I am so impressed. The vibrancy in the car and the details. Can we hold one up?
Oh, absolutely. I'll hold on. I'll hold up one of my absolute favorites.
So you really can't judge a book by its cover, and pageants are about beauty and brains and what you can bring to the platform.
'Cause girl, when you're here, nothing goes wrong. Yes, I need you everything.
Bringing you the finest in chefs in the DMV.
Oh my goodness. Wow, this is awesome. Thank you so much. Smoked pulled pork.
So everybody wave to your parents. You are looking at Somerset's finest, the sophisticated ladies. Yes! Thank you so much, ladies. And I hope to see you on my set one day. Thank you. God bless you. And we're going to be doing a lot of collaboration and a lot of great things together. Glory to God. Bam! Boom! Ta-da!
Oh, yeah.
Hello, and welcome to the Renee Allen and Friends Show right here on WLVS, the largest online radio broadcast in the United States, right in the nation's capital, right across from HBCU, Howard University. How good is that? Thank you for your patience. If you checked in, we had a little blowout here, and it's live, so we have to go with the flow. But I'm so glad you stuck it out with me. We have a great show in line for you today. First, I want to talk about Navetica, Your Pet's Choice, our sponsor for today's show. And that is Dr. Lance London, who owns the Carolina Kitchen, where you get your chicken and much, much more. Now has, Navetica, Your Pet's Choice. And it all stems from his dog, Rocky, who passed away, and he nursed him back to health. And he has some great innovative products and services for your furry loved ones to have an opportunity to live a longer and healthier lifestyle. So thank you so much, Dr. London, Navetica, Your Pet's Choice. And there's an address right below, right there. If you'd like to check it out, take a free pet assessment, which will give you a customized regimen to give you some suggestions to take care of your furry loved one. Thank you so much. Listen, did we show the picture of Dr. London? Oh, good. Okay, sometimes I can't see over there. I want to talk about a few projects and events that are going on, one of which is our friend to the show, Susan Smallwood, Grandiosity event. There you go. Bam, boom, patow. It's going to be this Saturday, and she's the first woman of color to have a polo match in this area. I'm so proud of her. It's going to be huge. Guy Lambert, Taylor Thomas will be the hosts. I will be there along with a plethora of people and politicians and all kinds of people. It's going to be great. So I know there's tickets still available. She may be out of VIP, but please go to grandiosityevents.com and you will be so happy you did. Another one is my dear friend, Lady Nakia Wright. She was a part of my show for almost a year. She had a segment here. Now she's off to the races with her own show. And she's having a wonderful The Bomb Life of Books presentation coming up on July 13th. And she is a huge woman in power and educator and edifier of women. That's why I love her so much. So support her. There's a live audience as well, so you can reach out to her on Facebook. Beverly Johnson, a gospel singer, my dear friend, is having an all-white party, her 40th annual. Check her out, Beverly Johnson, on Facebook. She's an evangelist. She's super talented, and I just love her to life. Sylvia Traymore Morrison, who is celebrating her 50th year in the entertainment industry. There she goes, a friend to the show. She is celebrating 50 years. She was the first African-American and first female to write for Saturday Night Live in the 70s. She was managed by the former Red Fox, and she's done such a wonderful amount of business. Let me tell you some other things she does. She's the first female impressionist. She does everybody. I mean, you would think Whoopi, Wendy, everyone was in the room, all the way to the president's wife. She does Miss Trump. I mean, she's just amazing. And she was also, she has books. She's an author. She was the first female and last to date who has hosted a roast, and that roast was for the champ. The champ is here, Muhammad Ali. The list just goes on and on and on. And you can go to her Facebook, Sylvia Trey Moore Morrison, or go to the Renee Allen and Friends show, and we'll give you all the information to actually be there. It's going to be here in the nation's capital at the Renaissance Hotel on August 25th. You want to be there. She's a living, walking legend. And she just finished a residency with Monique out at Las Vegas, and she's getting ready to do a residency with George Wallace, who is best friends with Jerry Steinfeld. And it just goes on and on and on. So please support her. Lastly, you know, I'm a veteran of 22 years, retired right here at Bethesda Naval Hospital, which is now Walter Reed. And I am huge with veterans. You know, they are the reasons why we have the guests today, the reasons why you can walk around and free enterprise and do what you want to do, because they raise their hands and they promise to protect the borders and protect you. And so there is a ball. See, when I was active duty, there was a ball for active duty, but once you are separated, retire, etc., there is no longer a ball that I've known of until now. And Ozzie Ramos, my dear friend, woo, you know, I got to give that woo, y'all, is giving this American Veterans Ball, and it's going to be, I believe, November. It's a Friday, November 8th, but there's the flyer. You can go to the American Veterans Ball. Come to my Facebook page, and I have the link there. And it's just a wonderful way to, you know, remember the veterans. And he's going to have all kinds of celebrities and surprises for you. So kudos to you, Ozzie Ramos. Listen, we're going to get this show started. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back with Confessions of a Side Chick, y'all. That's the talk of the town right now. I have one of the founders, the CEO, and a cast member right here, so don't go anywhere.
I got home with the ringing phone. By the time I picked up, just a dial tone. Was it you? Could it be? I'm just imagining how it used to be. I was wrong, wanna be alone. I guess I never really got it, but now I know it's not about me always getting my way. It's not about always looking for a change. I figured it out the second I walked away. It's all about the little things, all about discovering, all about the way you got me. It's all about the way I felt when you came round, and the way you picked me up when I was down. 'Cause it's all about the little things, all about remembering, all about the way it used to be. You see, it's all about the little things. How I miss the little things. I take a ride, gotta get outside, pull the windows down, trying to clear my mind. Where are you? Could you be feeling the same as me? Do you think of me? It's not about me needing any more space. It's not about everything will be okay. I figured it out, but then it was too late. Oh, it's all about the little things, all about discovering, all about the way you got me. All about the way I felt when you came round, and the way you picked me up when I was down. 'Cause it's all about the little things, all about remembering, all about the way it used to be. You see, it's all about the little things.
Renee Allen and Friends show. I am so excited. I've been reunited with a friend who I did not know was one of the cast members, Dana. Dane is how you know her, okay? But we're going to tell you a little bit about what's changed with her, okay? But right now, I just want to welcome CEO Lavelle Long to the studio. I am so excited to have you here.
Thank you, thank you.
Yes, tell us a little bit about your company and how it got started.
Well, actually, I mean, for a lot of people, they know the story. It was two brothers, me and Saladin Mahi. We was locked up, and we wanted to get into a playwright. We reached out to Vernon Williams, which is our partner, and we started with Lavelle and Vernon Williams Presents, and then it led to DC Black Broadway.
Come on now.
So a lot of people think that we came up with the name DC Black Broadway. We didn't. It's just what people started calling us. So we took and ran with it. We said, well, we might as well call us DC Black Broadway since everybody else is calling us that.
Yes, that makes sense. Keep it simple, right?
Yeah.
Yes, yes. So tell us a little bit more about really why you're so passionate about this.
Well, actually, I came passionate about it because, I can't go back to my previous life. So when you leave one thing, and I depended on the streets for a lot of years, so now with the streets is not there, I have to, do something else. And it's just what God whispered in my ear. I didn't even know I could write.
Wow.
It's just God whispered in my ear, and I just started doing it one day.
Yes, come on now,
And
tell
then
them.
it's kind of like a relief. It's like I always had character, and I'm creative, and I can tell great stories, and I have a lot of experience since I jumped off the porch at 14. So now I get to be able to write and tell stories, and actually some of the stories is my own stories.
Wow. Yeah.
So I'm getting pretty good at it.
Yeah. Well, our destiny's already ordained, and the divine God up there. So you're living in your best life.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about, first of all, this right here will make anybody stop. Confessions of a Side Chick. Yeah. So why that? Why now?
Well, when I came into the business, Vernon had already had the play where he had the title Confession of a Side Chick. And when I came home, I did not being a part, first getting on Facebook when I came home, one of the first things I done was, a side chick holiday. And when I met him and he started talking about this play, we started sitting down, and he was taking a lot of advice from women. And then we just sat down and we wrote it. And as we got into it, it kind of grew. So it's funny. It's dramatic. But it's really funny and dramatic. But it's a big, big surprise at the end.
Wow. Is it real life, or is it just a fiction?
No, it's real life.
Come on.
I tell people, like, if you used to doing the Tyler Perry thing, we not Tyler Perry.
You the real deal.
Yeah, it's basically told how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it, and we can appreciate that, and we need that,
Yeah.
Let's talk about who's to your right. I know her, but why don't you introduce her, and let's talk about her part in this.
This is Miss Dana Hicks Hungerford, known as Dana Dane. Everybody know who she should be. Everybody know who she is. Yes. She was one of the person. Let me tell you a story about her. Like when I was in prison, I had a cell phone, right? And don't do it. You don't supposed to have a cell phone. But I had a cell phone, and I was looking up people that's in Washington, D.C. that I wanted to work with. And, you had the Miss Cradles, you had Dana Dane, you had Trillion Time, you had all these people. And I'm like, I can't wait to meet her.
Yeah.
If I ever be on a show with her, I'd have made it.
Come on now.
You are funny.
I told you that before, right?
Yeah,
You got to speak it.
So now that we having a partnership and she's here, and I'd have made her mad a couple of times, and she called me. Look, she say, "I'm gonna tell you one more time, Lavelle."
Give you one more.
Hey, look, I swear to God, I'm not gonna do it no more. I swear to God, I'm not. I watched her so long, so I'm just to be working with her. I'm a fan of hers too. So
Oh, thank you
I am
so
too.
much.
Dana has
Thank
been a
y'all
wonderful,
so much.
wonderful
Thank y'all
person.
so
Yeah.
much.
I just feel blessed to have the opportunity, and like Lavelle said, I have so much respect for him because we have had our differences, but the difference between him and I and a lot of people, instead of talking about your differences to other people and not working through them, we talk to each other and we push past it, and that's where we are. That's why we are where we are today, because of us being straightforward with each other.
Well, Dana, tell me, since he brought the opened up Pandora's box, tell me when he first approached you, the little bit of the navigation until now. Why did you decide to do this play?
I wanted to do this play, and it's so funny because I was doing another play at the same time. I actually have another one that I'm studying for and in rehearsals every week, just as well as this Confessions of a Side Chick with Gil Nelson. And when the opportunity came about, I was like, at first, I'm going to be honest, I was scared. I was like, I don't know if I can do two at one time because I might trip up, I might get confused. So I thought about it, and I said, okay, with Confessions of a Side Chick, I'm playing Attorney Jenkins. So that part is a big part, but I have more space more time and energy to put into memorizing for my other role too. So it's like God worked it out and made it possible for me to do both of them at the same time without feeling too much pressure, but feeling blessed to be able to work with both directors and producers.
Yeah, he will work it out. Yeah. Well, I want to know, Lavelle, you've already been so transparent about where you've come from and how this got started. Could you give a little bit of your story or some advice to people who feel like they can't, because so many dreams are going to the graveyard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. First, like an idea is an idea. You got to keep moving. But if you come up with the idea, usually if you follow through it, you can see it out. It's a lot of people when people stop their dreams, there's a lot of people that stop in their dreams. So, as the point we getting here, we sold out the MGM with the Gears. And we sold out 2 other plays before that.
Come on now.
And we was told no several times. Like, I'm still getting the word no. But I don't let it stop me. I just keep on moving. You can't let people stop you from doing what you want to do. Because if you have the passion for it, you have the heart, and you give it all that you got, I'm proof that I came from nothing to something because I wanted it that bad. You know what I'm saying? With good people, when you have like the Dana Danes and you have like Anwan Glover and the Yanni Crawleys, and these people that
Yanni. Yo, she's beautiful.
And these are people that I have already knew in my previous life. And when you have people that have your back and gonna push with you, you know what I'm saying? You have to embrace it and enjoy the ride.
You said something that hit a core. When people have your back, it's one thing for people to say they have it, but when you know they have it, that's a great feeling, isn't it? Yeah. So tell us a little bit more about you, because we know about the Tyler Perrys and all that, and but we want to hear more about you. What makes you tick?
What make me tick? I'm gonna say liars, a thief. Social media kind of piss me off a little bit because it's people that I know that won't have the guts to do what they do if they wasn't for social media. So
that's true.
It's a lot of things, and people not growing. I'm over 40 now, about to hit 50, and it hurts my heart to see people that's 40 plus still doing the things they did when they was 20 and 25. We had to learn to grow up. And these kids, I've just recently became a mentor, officially a mentor. And as far as black men, we have to stop being scared of these young guys. We have to look them in their face, because when they know you scared of them, they're going to act the way they act. So it's really pissed me off how we killing each other. We're very polite to the Chinese people that's in our neighborhood, but we're not nice to each other. And we keep on blaming Trump and all these people. No, we're hurting ourselves.
Come on now.
Like, yeah, you can keep on. You can talk about Trump all day long and white folks, but man, we are hurting ourselves real bad. And I thought I would never say this, but the streets is dead. Like, it's not there for us no more.
Right.
But as far as older guys and these guys that call themselves OGs, you have to get and grab these youngsters. You have to get in their face, and you can't be scared of them. Because once you're scared of them, they're going to know it. They're going to feel it. So we had to get in these communities.
Yeah. Well, since you brought that up, could you look into that camera and as though you were speaking to one of these young guys, and what would you say to him?
I would say it's very simple. It's very simple. Would your father or your mother will put a gun in your hand and tell you go kill? If they not gonna do that, it's not love. The streets don't love you. The streets don't love you. Like the young men that I have love for, I've never asked no one to kill for me. Never. So when someone loves you, they're not gonna want to see you go away or they want to see you dead.
Right.
So you have to be able to put that together and use your intellect and know that when someone encourages you to go the wrong way, it's not good. And I say this one thing: everybody can be a killer. Like you have 12-year-old girls that can kill. You know, being a man is getting your family out the hood. That's what I respect.
It's all about family. Yeah. Listen, we you want to talk a little bit about the cast?
Oh no, I'm gonna leave that to Lavelle. Go ahead. He's on a roll. He's on a roll. I'm just here for the support.
Okay, we got Lisa Renee in the cast. We got Omar Terrell, which is an internet sensation. We had Draymond Cooper. He's the young guy that's he's so southeast. He wear the pink boots and jump around and kick people and punch people. We have Anwan Glover, Big G. We have Cross Thomas. We have Sonny Nevers, a little 11-year-old young lady that's is going to be hilarious.
You know what? Let me say something about her. She is going to blow the spot up. This young lady, I see so much greatness in store for her. She is a great little mama. She really is.
I'm looking forward to seeing it. Look, we don't have much time left, but let me ask you this. What do you want people to take away from this play?
I want people to take away with more of the writing that we put into it, that to know that we're out to give great product, and we're out to give the truth. Like, I don't want to be modeled behind people say, well, you're the Tyler Perry of DC. No, I'm not. I'm Lavelle Long.
Come on.
And Vernon Williams. And when you kind of want our play, we want you to know that it's going to be raw. It's going to be right. We don't do too much cussing or anything like that. But you be able to look at your partner and y'all see some similarities in this play that you know that you do. So,
Real life.
you know, but in all, I want to be known that we have a great, great product.
Yeah.
So everything we have put out, we put our time into it. We write it well, and it's a great product. We first laugh ourselves. We cry ourselves. We do a test run and let everybody do the table read, and it's a good product. I promise you, if you come, like I tell everybody, once you sit down, you will not leave them seats.
I'm looking forward
right
to
about
it.
that.
You want to say something?
All I can say is I'm just blessed, and like Lavelle was saying, Confessions of a Side Chick is gonna have you not wanting to go take a break. During intermission, hurry up back to your seat so you don't miss anything. It's a phenomenal stage play, and the whole cast is really talented.
I'm looking forward to it.
And I want to say one thing, because me and Dana's working it, so you'll be the first one I tell.
Yes.
Well, we're working on doing a dinner theater at in Virginia, and Dana Dane will be. She's not gonna be signing all these contracts with plays. I'm trying to get her locked in. Yes. But I wrote the Golden Girls in a black version.
This is
I
gonna be
want y'all to
great.
get ready for that.
Yes. Well, you know, you heard it right here first on the Renee Allen and Friends Show at WLVS. Come on now. Listen, Warren Morris, who's a very dear friend of mine, M&M Management, told me about you. And he said a lot of things, and I couldn't wait to have you on here. And then to know that Dana was partnering with you was just icing on the cake. So I cannot wait to see this play. I want everyone to support you. How can they get a hold of you? How can they get tickets?
The LincolnDC.com. You can find me as Lavelle Long on both platforms, Facebook and Instagram, and you can find me at my website at www.dcblackbroadway.
Yes.
And if you're looking for an amazing actress, you can find me, Dana Dane, on Facebook, and Dana, D-A-N-A, Dana spelled D-A-Y-N-E, and only Dana Dane on IG.
I love it. I love
get that in.
Well, thank you so much for coming. Lavelle, I'm going to give you one last word of inspiration to the people.
To know me is to love me. Put God first, and your life will change.
Thank you, brother. Thank you, brother. God bless you and this play and your future. Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much. We'll be right back, y'all.
To my mother, I wanna know have I made you proud. And to my father, I wanna know have I ever been a problem child. And to my pastor, I've been trying to be in church a little more. And to my lady, just have patience, 'cause God's still working on me now. I ask for forgiveness from anybody that I may have hurt wrong. I've done putting it behind me. There are some things I gotta get right. Those things need to be tied. It's been a roller coaster ride, but I'm gonna hang on. I was thinking the other night, what if my life would be great? What would it say on my progress report? What would it say on my progress report? I wonder what it would say. To all my teachers, thanks for taking extra time out with me. To my producer, thanks for keeping a young fella on the beat. And to the soldiers, for going out there and risking your life for me. And to my lady, just have patience, 'cause God's still working on me now. For forgiveness from anybody that I forgot to mention. Come and look at my long list. Eventually I'll get to you. Years and turns, but I'm gonna hang on. What if my life would be great? What would you say on my progress report? I know I've done more good than bad. Oh, I know, but for some reason I feel there's so much room for improvement. So I'ma go find those burnt bridges. There are some things I gotta building back up again. I gotta tie it all up. Hold on, but I'm gonna stay strong. I will just think, what if there were some things I gotta get right away. I ain't going nowhere. Feel like the night. What if every word, action, thought in mind? What would it say on my progress report? I wonder what it would say. To my mother, I wanna know have I made you proud. And to my father, I wanna know have I ever been a problem child. And to my pastor, I've been trying to be in church a little more. And to my lady, just have patience, 'cause God's still working on me now. I ask for forgiveness from anybody that I may have hurt wrong. I've done putting it behind me. There are some things I gotta get.
Hello and welcome to the Renee Allen and Friends Show. This is Portia Lee Taylor and we are here with Tech Talk with Portia Lee Taylor. I am so super excited to be tuning in with you all tonight here on Listen Vision Live. I have an amazing announcement. If you are following me at Portia Lee Taylor or at Say Yes Planners, then you have been seeing since right after 4th of July, I announced the official launch of Say Yes Planners. Woo! I am super, super excited about this, guys. When I first met Dr. Renee, this is one of the things that we discussed during my introduction of being on her show. She really wanted to learn a lot more about this woman of color that's in technology and former Miss District of Columbia, and she's philanthropic and she's making all these moves. And I just want to say I am so excited to be here tonight. So I wanted to give you all the very first preview of the Say Yes Planner, because when I was here before, that was just a prototype. So now you get to see all the bells and whistles for the very first time. So just for starters, if you have any questions, you can head over to sayyesplanners.com. That is the official website for Say Yes Planners, the products you'll see today. And you can follow us on all social media accounts at Say Yes Planners. That's Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, LinkedIn, Pinterest. We are everywhere you are. So now that that's out of the way, let's get right to it. So the Say Yes Planners are wireless charger notebooks. It is the planner that you never knew you needed, but I promise you, you're going to be so happy that you have it. And here's the reason why. It's because it's a wireless notebook that's going to charge not just your phones. I had to stop for a second because I'm like, it doesn't just charge your phones. It charges all of your devices that are either Android or have an iOS capability to it. And so I'm going to show you what that means. We have here our Black Onyx, which is a vegan leather, very soft cushion here. You guys are going to love the way this planner feels. It's Black Onyx, black leather, onyx button, and then we also have our rose gold, which is our light pink with our gold button. You'll see the emblem right on the front that says Say Yes. And as you are unraveling your planner, it will have a rope closure to it. And upon opening it, this is where the organization takes place and a little bit of technology. You have your 4 business card holders. You have your file holder here. Now, your file holder actually has some wiggle room here. I know I can't zoom in with the camera, but you guys can really go online and be able to see a lot of this. But you have here your business card holders. You have your wireless charger pad. And I'm going to show you guys how that works here. But this is your wireless charger pad. Basically, you can take your phone, lay it right here on your notebook, and it will start charging your phone without any cords, and it charges it fast as well because it's a QI standard wireless charge. It means it has 10 watts of energy bursting through this pad going right into your phone. I've had so many customers in the past tell me how fast their phone has charged just by using the Say Yes Planner as opposed to putting their own cable into the wall. So you have your wireless pad, you have your organization here. On the inside, you have 70 pages of undated planning. Undated. That was one of the things that was a huge pet peeve for me when I was designing my planner, specifically for myself before selling it. So I made it undated. You can start it at any time throughout the year. If you buy it now in the summertime, it's perfectly okay because you're going to be able to completely use your planner all year long. So this here is our blank version. So you see here you can cross out your dates, you can put your memo, and it's completely all lined. Really nice beige color here. And in the back, you have your user manual, So if you have any questions about which cable cord should I be charging with my phone, or how do I know which percentage my power bank is at, which I'm going to show you in a second, you're going to see all of that information right there. So if you have the wireless feature on your phone, like a newer Samsung or iPhone, that's great. That's what that's for. But let's say you may have an older version phone, or not even older version. Maybe it just doesn't have that wireless capability. No worries, because I thought of everything. So if you just lift your cover pad here, you will actually see you have in here 3 cords. You have your lightning cable, which is for your iPhone and your iOS operating devices, your Android, and then also here, this is how you recharge your planner. So this is your USB cable for that. So you have these 3 cords here. This here is actually a phone stand. So if I lay this here, you can zoom the camera out if you don't mind. Thank you. If I actually, this is magnetic here. So if I actually pull this up, there's a magnetic strip that's in place about right here. It actually will not move. So you can turn any phone into a hands-free device with your planner. Say you have a conference and you have to be on that, or say you need to do a FaceTime with family. You can do all those things right here with your Say Yes Planner. This is the packaging. I designed it all myself. Let me know what you guys think. This is the back here as well that gives you all the instructions. On the inside of your planner, you also get a 3-foot extension cord. So you'll actually be able to charge your phone and still be able to utilize your planner while you're doing that. The last thing I want to share with you guys before I leave you is that I want to say thank you all so much. I have had so many people come up to me and tell me thank you for coming out with the product, for being a woman of color that has a background in STEM, that's been coding since the age of 16, that's a former Miss District of Columbia, that is literally the epitome of beauty and brains. I just want to say thank you all so much. On July 26th, it's on a Friday, right here in District of Columbia, I will be hosting an official Say Yes launch party, and I am inviting all of you out. So if you have an opportunity, head over to sayyes.eventbrite.com and get your tickets. They're absolutely free because I want everyone there. We're going to have giveaways of planners. We're going to have raffles. We're going to have everything you can honestly think of that comes to organization and making sure you're putting yourself first in everything you do. My motto is say yes to your dreams, say yes to you. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to Tech Talk with Portia Lee Taylor on the Renee Allen and Friends Show. Thank you.
It's all about the way I felt. I know you love me. Picked me up when I was down. 'Cause it's all about the little things, all about remembering, all about the way it used to be. You see, it's all about the little things. Oh, how I miss the little things. Up just a dial tone. Was it you? Could it be? I'm just imagining how it used to be. I was wrong, wanna be alone. I guess I never really got it, but now I know it's not about me always getting my way. It's not about always looking for a change. I figured it out the second I walked away. It's all about the little things, all about discovering. You got me. It's all about the way I felt when you came around, and the way you picked me up when I was down. 'Cause it's all about the little things, all about remembering, all about the way it used to be. You see, it's all about the little things. How I miss the little things. I take a ride, gotta get outside, pull the windows down, trying to clear my mind. Where are you? Could you be feeling the same as me? Do you think of me? It's not about me needing any more space. It's not about everything will be okay. I figured it out, but then it was too late. Oh, it's all about the little things, all about discovering, all about the way you got me. It's all about the way I felt when you came around, and the way you picked me up when I was down. 'Cause it's all about the little things, all about remembering, all about the way it used to be. You see, it's all about the little things. How I miss the little things. Yeah. I should begin.
Welcome back to the Renee Allen and Friends Show. What an exciting time we're having today. And everybody say yes. Say yes.
Yes.
I just told her I'm getting that planner before
Yes,
we get out
girl,
of
I'm
here
getting a
today.
pink one.
Amazing.
Yeah, she's amazing, and she's a millennial tech
Yes.
talk, beauty, and all that she said and more. And I just
Yes.
love her, and I'm glad she's a part of the show. I am so glad that you are here today.
Thank you.
I am so a fan and cheerleader of the two of you.
Appreciate
so
that.
much.
And
Thank you so
you're going to see why in a minute, y'all, because they are about marriage, the millionaire marriage, right? And so what I'll do is if you can introduce yourselves, and we'll start there because I don't want to take away your thunder.
Okay. Hey, power couples. That's what we call
This
our
is Renee.
followers. I'm Kendra. This is William Dallas.
That's me.
We are the founders and creators of the Art to Connection.
Yes, we
And
are.
every year we host our Power Couple Getaway, which is what we're going to talk about today.
Yes, and
Yes.
I've been doing this for 15 years. We're in love at first sight.
Oh, come on now.
I met her. I was in love with her. She didn't know, but she still loved me, and we've been married for 6 years. We have a great relationship. relationship.
We'll tell that
And
story
we'll talk about that
on
a little
another
bit
day.
later.
Yeah.
I
yeah.
love that. We're going to try to squeeze a lot in this little 12 minutes, but y'all,
We'll talk fast.
I just want to let y'all know that I love you. I love what you're doing. Maybe if I knew you more personally 7 years ago, maybe I'd still be married.
But maybe not.
Yeah.
Maybe not. Maybe not. We're good.
You know,
We're good.
I
We're good.
love
We're good.
I love being married.
Yeah.
And so let's talk about the love at first sight, because some people say they don't believe in that. I absolutely do.
Wow.
But let's talk about that real quick. The love at first sight, when you saw this beautiful woman over here to your left and made her your wife. Come on.
We're talking 12 minutes, so we can't get into it. It's 12 minutes. So basically, I was doing a conference, like I always do conferences in my life. I was doing a conference. She walked in, and I fell in love with her. Now, here's the ingredients. I'm going to help you guys out. It was like I lost a friend, and I saw them for the first time after years. Wow. That's the connection. That's the click that happened. And I looked at her and went through all my little things. I lost my cool points in the whole 9 yards.
He really did. But, you know, it for me, never having experienced anything of that nature, didn't understand what it was until we actually had a moment to talk to each other. Right. And we discovered that we kind of felt the same way.
Exact way, yeah.
Not
Like across the room,
not
you felt
feeling
it.
silly.
Right. Wow.
Yeah. It was a physical feeling. Like I could feel his presence. I knew when he was in the room. His voice resonated through yeah, really. His voice resonated through my body when he spoke. And so it went further than just butterflies.
Wow.
Yeah.
And if you come to the conference, there's some other details to kind of help you understand it, because I don't want you to think that butterflies are
Right,
Well,
right.
you know, I want to say, and correct me if I'm wrong, because I felt that before, to connected to someone when I was in the military, but
Right.
we didn't have enough time to talk. Maybe
Right.
I missed my love at first sight. I don't know.
Right.
You know, so.
Right.
Well, you know, a lot of situations. You want to take that?
Well, I was just going to say that even for me, when I had that feeling, I tried to send the devil away because I didn't know what it was.
Right.
And so you can miss it by overthinking it or thinking that you think you're crazy.
Okay.
Because that just doesn't happen.
Right.
Exactly.
And so
She took the words out. But one of the things that we built, all the things that you're dealing with in relationships are based on fear. This might happen, this might happen, this might happen. We never go, you know what, if it happens, it happens. I'm going to make it, I'm going to work it out and go address those things. Because ours was more communication. We talked a lot.
Yes,
all the time.
Well, you know, I want to. Well, I know that you two have a great relationship because I talk to you on the phone. I hear your conversations. I'm like, wow, I could love it. But let's can we put up the flyer, Dizzy? Yes, this is
Says that she looks
amazing.
beautiful.
She's beautiful.
Thank
You're
you.
gorgeous.
Thank
You're both
you.
just beautiful together. Yes, and I love how she's sitting on your lap. Look, the people here can't see it, but
Go to the flyer. It's
to
in
the flyer.
Facebook. You see
Okay,
it. You see it. Okay.
But talk about what's going to happen at this conference so we can get couples in the seats.
2 minutes. That picture, we took about 100 pictures. She sat down and said, I want to sit in your lap and take pictures. And that's the picture that came
that's
out.
the one that we
That was
used.
the one that we
That was
used
it.
everywhere.
Yeah.
And it
And
was
so
the best
kudos
ones.
to Reggie
The best
Anderson, who
ones.
was
Yeah,
in
Reggie
Atlanta,
Anderson
who
is
actually
Atlanta.
took
All
those
right,
photos
Reggie
for
Anderson?
us. Yes.
All right.
Yes.
I was divorced one time, and my wife has never been divorced since then. And the key that we found, I found that there was so much arbitrary information given about relationships that we get divorced, and sometimes we don't need to get divorced.
Right.
And we believe that a power couple is not someone that just carries money, but they have a spiritually sound foundation. They have a mental stability, as well as they have a physical ability.
Yes.
Right.
And so when you learn that, and then you become a light to everybody else. Power couple is not just a conference, it's an ability to help you fix the things that your relationship needs to fix,
Right.
as well as get you moving.
Right.
Because we can fix you, get your love together, but we don't move.
Right. And once you are in a stable relationship, then you are then able to go out and affect your community, which is the purpose for doing the power couple and trying to help people heal in the broken places. We had a conversation on the way over here, and he had to do some analyzation of why he felt the way he felt about a situation and realized that it stemmed from way back in his childhood, had absolutely nothing to do with me, but the end result would have been an argument between us had he not stopped to think about it. And so those simple little techniques and practices that we encourage couples to put into place alleviate a lot of frustration and arguments and misunderstandings, as well as miscommunication.
Well, can both of you just go back and forth, but can tell us who's going to be a part of it and what they're going to walk away from?
Yes.
Or walk away with.
Walk away from him, trust me. Well, I'll start with we have the Greens, and if you look on there's Cynthia and James Green. They always say Cynthia's names first. Cynthia and James Green. They're going to start off by kicking us off with their conversation about how to keep a stable relationship. And then there is
Dr. Charles Dean.
Dr. Charles Dean.
Dr. Charles Dean is going to talk about how to keep it all together.
Oh, yeah.
How to keep everything in perspective, and like I said, put those practices in place that we've been discussing.
Then we have this wonderful new couple called the Dallases. They're going to talk about franchising your relationship. One of the greatest things that has ever happened is when we finally got past the trash and the things, realizing how much we were worth to each other and how much we were worth to the world when we came together. So we're going to teach about franchising a relationship. And then at the end, you'll see two people at the bottom of the flyer that weren't on the flyer, and that's called the multi-million-dollar mentoring class from 3 to 5 o'clock that Saturday. We're going to just talk about how to build your business, how to make money, how to go to the next level.
And I know Trevor Ott. I didn't know the other
Trevor Ott and Taria Hodge. Yes, they're going to be there. So that's
and then
the event.
Our final speaker is Gregory Richardson. Gregory Richardson is going to encourage you and talk to you how to actually run your marriage as if it was a business. How to
oh my God.
Because people, you think about those things when you go to work. You know how to organize. You know how to multitask, and you know how to run an office, for instance. So we're going to put those same principles into the practice of your marriage. Yeah.
So. I wish I had so much more time, but look, we have a few minutes here. DC will let me know when we're ready. But just what would you, Kendra, like to tell the women about this conference and why they should bring their husband?
Wow. Well, there's a lot, but like you said, we only have a few minutes of time.
Sorry.
But we're going to dispel the misconception about submission. Ooh. Being submitted to the husband.
That's a big one.
Yes. So we're gonna get rid of that misconception, because you're submitted to the vision. You're submitted to the oneness of being a husband and wife. And so that's what the women are gonna be the big takeaway for them. Get rid of the nasty word submission and turn it into a positive that benefits the marriage, that benefits both parties.
Yeah, she's real good. I see why you married her.
I do too. I do too.
And with you, William, what will the men walk away with, and what do you really want them to key in on, being the leader, the head, not the tail?
Right.
The key I want to bring out is the ability to be a forerunner. I'm going to tell you a quick revelation. When God created man and woman, he created man as the image and woman as the likeness. Everything that man is about moving forward and doing something new. Everything that woman is every wonderful thing about God he placed in the woman, and the two come together and create the image of God. And so the image of God is what we carry as men. And we're to learn to subdue. And my job is to teach you not to subdue the wife, but subdue greatness for your family. I want you to take that with you. You subdue things that make your family better, and God will begin to bless everything. So if every man would learn, listen, I'm not trying to subdue my wife. I'm not even trying to argue with my wife. I'm created to go forward with the word of God and with something in my spirit and with a vision, and to change that. And when you learn to change that, she'll follow, because she carries the greatness of God.
And she has the backing and the support system, because she has the ability to speak to the devil while you're forging ahead.
Come on now, wife.
She just told the secret. They don't know that. Preachers don't know that. They're going to shut you down.
And I see that says one sexy wife.
Yes,
Cindy, come on. Okay, calm down, William.
Wait right now.
How can they get a hold of you to come? Look, couples, you know we need it. I'd be married still right now if I had mentors and people pouring into me. Okay, I didn't know what I was doing, so I apologize, Steve.
I know, right?
So
that takes big, though.
Well,
big.
It does. It took a lot of years to say that. Okay,
all right,
but how can they get a ticket? And where is it going to be? And give them that information before we get ready to get off the air.
Okay. Well, our event is called the Power Couple Getaway. It's going to be held the last week in August, the August 30th through September 1st, at the Turf Valley Resort in Ellicott City. And so for information and tickets, please visit our website at www.art2connection.com, and all the information is there. We'll get you whatever you need, and they can register online as well.
Do you know the text number, that tick number?
Yes. You can also text the word Power Couples with an S to 443-251-3051.
You text that. That'll get your information to get to us.
That'll get you started.
Well, get to their Facebook page. Go to The Art 2 Connection
on Facebook.
Art, number 2, connection.com.
.com. Renee Allen and Friends Show will have the information. I have the flyer up. And fill these seats because we want more marriages to last.
Absolutely.
And thank you, Mr. and Mrs. Dallas. Pastor and Mrs. Dallas.
Yes. Thank you so much for having us.
You are so much. I love you all.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank
and
you.
Next week we're going to have this wonderful veteran. I guess I'll close out just by saying Chris Thomas, who I'll be on in the morning at Radio 1. 11:30 a.m., right? 104.1 and 95.9. He wanted me to just mention this beautiful lady who's doing things for veterans and placement for housing. Her name is Denise, and it's the Women Veterans Transitioning Resource Incorporated. And you can reach her at 202-600-5786. Kitchen supplies, food, housing. She has a house in Riverdale. So I just wanted to give a little kudos.
Wow.
Thank you, Dallas.
Yes,
I love you so
thank you.
much.
We love
Keep your
you
marriages
too.
tight and be
sir.
at the
Power Couple Getaway.
Power Couples Getaway.
All right.
See you next Wednesday. God bless.
Peace.
Peace.
We right here, y'all.
Something you never had, you need to do something you've never done.
Yes. We gon' sing right here. Yeah, Miss Renee. Oh yeah, we gon' do it here. Right here in Listen Vision, y'all. Oh yeah, Miss Renee. I like how you sing it.
Thank you, Mustafa.
Girl, I like how you sing it now.
Thank you, Mustafa.
And where we at now?
Miss Renee Show.